Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Gamertag Radio.
All right, welcome to a brand new episode of Gamertag Radio. This is your host, Danny Peña, and also joining me, the whole Gamertag Radio crew. Up in here, we have Peter Toledo. What's up, Peter?
What's up, man? What's up, everybody?
On,
Happy New Year.
How's everything over there, man?
It's cold as F. I gotta watch my mouth. I can't be cursing. It's negative. It was 7 this morning. Been snowing for 2 days.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
B, you haven't been on in a while, man. Like, you've been playing anything while away? You've been...
No. Honestly, no? I've actually haven't played many video games, period. Outside of Battlefield 6 and the usual PUBG. Dabbling on the Steam Deck. Blown it out like twice. Reinstalled it. Just testing new stuff.
Wait, blowing it out? What you mean?
So I followed Parris's recommendation and threw Bayesite on it a couple months back. Then went back, reverted it, and then just playing around with different settings, loading Decky on there. Found a tool called Lossless. It's like $7 on the Steam marketplace, but it does essentially double your frames on the Steam Deck. So you can play games like Miles Morales and Cyberpunk, getting like 50, 65 frames per second on games that aren't designed to do it on lower hardware. And it's fun.
And also, Parris Lilly wants to say something.
No, I have a question about that. I've known about Lossless. I haven't done it myself, but are you seeing latency with it? That was kind of my concern.
So there's a little bit of ghosting on there. You can kind of feel it, but I'm not doing like a X improvement on it. I'm only doing like a bare minimum, like 2X, which essentially is the doubling of the frames. And it looks better. It's not as crisp as if we were playing it on PC or what have you, but it's not bad. And if you play on it enough, I think if it's your only handheld, I would say do it. If you have something like a ROG Ally or others that have a little bit more beefier, or maybe the new one, the OLED, I don't know if it can do it. Remember, I'm on the first gen one, so I'm still on a little bit older tech, but it's serviceable. I'm not expecting 4K, 240 as if I was on home, but I can do, native resolution with about a 55 to 65 FPS, which I think is more than fair.
Yeah.
On first gen Steam Deck. So I think it's a lot of fun, and it's worth it if you want to go through the extra. I mean, look, it's only $7 to install it, and then from there, it's just like maybe.
And you're not on the
$5
Steam Deck OLED, right?
No, first gen.
Okay, I was gonna ask that question too.
It's a new year. As Danny would say, it's I don't know what the hell that means. The reason I bring that up is then you're probably better off locking it at 40. And that way you'll essentially get the best of both worlds. You'll get more performance. You'll get a somewhat smooth experience, better than 30, because obviously jumping into 50, 55 gets a little wonky since it's kind of that in between 40 and 60.
Yeah. And I'm putting the lossless on performance mode, which kind of reduces the ghosting on it. Mm-hmm. Again, it's not a perfect fix, but if I'm not intending to, upgrade this device, I think it's perfectly fine. And so, like I said, between 50 and 65, I think that's more than good enough for most games, especially on that device.
No, that's pretty good, man. Is it easy to install that? Is it like something like it takes a while to do? Or?
If you do the Decky install first, if you do the Decky install first, and then you've got to download a config file. Look, there's YouTube videos. I can send it to you after the show or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
if it's 10 to 15 minutes to do, then you buy the lossless. Okay, all right, it's Danny, so maybe 45 minutes with the call to Parris.
Wow.
Pete. I'm gonna let you continue, but let's just be real here. Danny's not gonna do any of this. I don't even know why he's bringing it up.
Well, I tell you why I won't. First of all, I have other apps. First of all, I have other apps on my Steam Deck, so don't think I'm that dumb, you idiot.
Anyway, said you were dumb.
Anyway,
you're not going to do it.
Anyway, the reason why I won't do it is because I play on my Xbox Ally X, so it's like, why do I need to do that?
Wonder why.
What do you mean wonder why? What do you mean wonder why? Wait, what the heck you mean wonder why? What the heck is wrong with you? Oh my god. Nah, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I'm like, yo, should I keep the Steam Deck? I don't know. I was just thinking about it the other day. I was like, should I? I don't know. Because I bought it at launch, but, I don't have the OLED. I still have the first gen. So, I don't know.
Like I said, 5 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes for most usual people. Do everything on PC. Honestly, the easiest way to do it is connect your Steam Deck to your monitor with your keyboard and mouse. I've got like a little dongle that I plug into the USB port that powers it and does everything else. And then I connect it to my computer. I can use my keyboard and mouse to do some of the stuff that you need to do. But other than that,
I find it this rude as hell. P is talking, and this guy
turns it on.
Turn on his crappy speakers all the way up.
Actually, the speakers aren't crappy. It's the Steam Deck OLED.
First of all, it sounds like you have an AC on in the background. That's what it sounds like.
Actually, it was the preview build of Replaced, which is one of the most anticipated games coming out in 2026.
Why you gotta do spoilers? Why you gotta do spoilers, man? We were keeping that for the list.
Because you were trying to shame my device. I had to let you know.
Yes,
what it
I am.
was.
Look, there's no more console wars, so we've got a bag on something.
No, but everyone, thank you so much for continuing watching and also listening to GTR season 26 Same.
What does that mean?
My bad.
Comes back from
Season
the Dominican Republic. And
21. Sorry.
Season.
Season 21. You know what it is? I'm thinking about PSO and everything, and now I'm adding. It's not because I've been doing it longer than, but it's 21.
He's been on. Hey, I think one of them coconuts you was talking about fell on his head while on vacation, and he just came back a little loose in the head there.
Yeah. No, it's season 21. It's season 21. It's not 26. It's not 26. My bad. Anyways, I just want to say thank you to everyone listening to the podcast and supporting. It's been a great year. I really enjoyed the stuff that we did in 2026. So, but I can't wait for this year. This year I think it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be doing really, really dope. But we have a couple topics here. So the first topic, and Parris talked about a little bit about, for us, the top games, the most anticipated games of 2026. And I know people are going to bring up Grand Theft Auto and all that, which is cool. I'm excited for that game, but there's other games that I feel that should get the shine too. And Parris is giving the angry face. I think he is excited for that game and that game only, probably. But anyways, we're going to talk about it here on the show. We're going to have different opinions about it. So who would like to go first? First game. Anyone?
I'd like to preface it by saying, can we do this list without including Grand Theft Auto 6? I think that's on everybody's list. Everybody's going to say it, so that kind of cheapens it and makes it like the top four.
Yeah. That's the goal. I don't want that game just to be the only one, because everybody's going to talk about that game. But there's a lot of other games.
I'll kick it off. Slay the Spire 2. I talked about this game, was it 2017, 2018, when I put it as my game of the year, and nobody knew what the hell I was talking about. I think it was 2017 when I was because I was playing it on PC. Mm-hmm. It's a roguelike deck building game. I get I don't want to. Maybe Balatro might be the most recent game that is similar to like a roguelike deck building game. It's from Mega Crit. Highly anticipated, especially as an indie title. Like I said, I nominated it as my game of the year back when it first launched. Early access launches in March, I want to say. I think they announced it on Reddit like 3 months ago that they were going to do it on a secret Tuesday. They haven't stated which one it's going to be, but it'll be on a Tuesday in March. And I'm super hyped for it. I loved the first one, and I can't.
For me, I'll mention this, and I know this game got delayed because I got to play it during Summer Game Fest. Is Mixtape. I don't know, Parris, if you got to play that game, but also at Summer Game Fest?
I did not, because remember the appointments at Summer Game Fest, they were being super selective.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I've heard nothing but great things.
The game looks amazing, man, and plus it has that 90s vibe. The kids wearing their 90s gear and the music and everything. It looks pretty dope. Like, I really had a good time. Meanwhile, I was playing, and then I got stopped because Hideo Kojima and Phil Spencer also wanted to play the game. So I'm like, okay, well, I gotta go. So I just left. But no, the game is pretty dope. I think that's gonna be for me, it's like the biggest surprise of 2026. I think so. I think people are gonna enjoy that game a lot, man, when it comes out. Mixtape. So, what about yours, Parris?
Gears of War E-Day.
Good one.
I mean, I think it just goes without saying the fact that we're getting Marcus, we're getting Dom, we're going all the way back to the beginning of Emergence Day, which is something I think we've always wanted to see play out. I mean, I know, what was it? Judgment, Gears of War, is it Judgment Day? Gears of War, you know, the last Gears of War they did after 3. Mm-hmm. Was it Judgment? Anyways, you know what I'm saying. I know they touched on it somewhat, but this is a real deal. This is what I want to see. Obviously, we've only seen that teaser that came out, the previous teaser, but they said it's coming this year. I mean, knock on wood, we might see it even as early as his Dev Direct. That's going to happen in a few weeks, so I'm excited for it. So this is one I'm highly anticipating. Excuse me.
Marvel's Wolverine. Again, another title from Insomniac that blows it's a video game based off of comic books, which everybody knows I'm a super big fan of. Might finally need to pull the trigger on a PlayStation 5 for the house just to play this day and date, since I can't play it on PC. Again, super big comic book fan. Have always been a Wolverine fan, and finally seeing him getting his own title, not relegated as a side character in a game, finally worth it. So I'm looking forward to that.
A question on that: do you guys have an idea the story where it takes place? When it takes place?
They haven't said. Yeah, they've been super tight-lipped about it. And remember, in the comic book lore, he's 100+ years old. So who knows? If not older, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if they'll tell a story over a period of time, but we did see in the some footage they did show, we did see a Sentinel. So you would assume this is more modern. Madripoor is in it as well. So I do think we're going to see some familiar faces. Obviously, if you've seen some of the leaks, we might know one of them already. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well. I can't imagine we don't get some Wolverine and Sabretooth. I'd be sad if we didn't get that.
Agreed. Or if we got the Magneto moment, right?
Yeah. My God. X-Men 25.
Yeah. Question. Do you guys remember what was the name of that Wolverine game that came out for the Xbox 360? That was phenomenal, that game. Oh my God. It was based off the movies. It was that Wolverine, the X-Men Origins. Yeah. It was essentially a 2D God of War clone. It was awesome. It was really good. Yeah. Dope story too. Bloody as hell. I remember. Yep. Yeah. All right. My most anticipated game, and it's coming out, I believe, in March. Is it March? Is Sorrows, PS5 April. Exclusive. Oh, April. My bad. They push it back. Yo, I love Returnal. I still to this day I play that game on PC and also on console. Game is phenomenal. It's very, very difficult. Love the soundtrack. Love the challenge. Roguelike, that type of vibe, but I think Sorrows is going to be a better game once it comes out later this year. Maybe we're going to be surprised with that one, I think. I'm excited. I can't wait. Even the trailer looks phenomenal, too. So, and shout out to Raul, man. Main character. Parris, go ahead. Yeah, as far as Sorrows goes, that's high up on my list as well. But for me, another one is The Blood of Dawnwalker, coming from Rebel Wolves, which is ex-CD Projekt Red devs. They splintered off to make their own game. Remember last year, I got to see a preview of it, and then I interviewed the creative director at Gamescom. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, man. Open world RPG, got the whole the 2 cycle. Essentially, you're a day walker because you're a vampire at night, you're a human in the day, and that contrast of attack styles and how you'll encounter certain enemies and things like that really excites me. There's a 30-day. You basically have 30 days to save your family. That's the whole premise of the story. And even if you fail, that isn't the end of the game. They're keeping that obviously hush hush, but there's more to the game beyond that as well. So I'm super excited to see it. Matter of fact, just yesterday, as we're recording this, they put out a new video, kind of, hey, 2026, this is our year. We're putting the game out this year. And then they kind of just talked about some of the additional features that I just mentioned. So super excited for it. Like I said, if you've not looked up The Blood of Dawnwalker, check it out. If you like The Witcher 3, this is going to be right up your alley. All right, Pete, your turn. I feel like I was a salesman then, but I really want people to check that game out.
The shill.
Hey, shill.
For me, I'm going to say 7, First Light. Massive James Bond fan. I love the books, love the movies. IO Interactive is behind it. And if you don't know who they make, Hitman. This is the Hitman series, right? So they've got the experience and they've got the pedigree in open world games and in, that whole genre. I am super stoked. Plus, I think because they're fully indie, right? If I'm not mistaken, they don't have the reins of like a major publisher, like limiting what they can do. So they can basically do whatever they want. So as a result, I'm just super amped to see what they're going to be able to do in that universe with, I don't want to say an open checkbook, but carte blanche to do what they do, which is great games.
Well, I'll tell you another game that I'm very excited to play, and that's hopefully gonna come out the end of the year. And this is from Remedy, Control Resonate. I know they showed a amazing reveal announcement during the Game Awards. The way how they did the announcement was really, really cool. The trailer looks amazing. And my question, and once I talk to them, I want to know, like, is this like similar to like the previous Control? This is gonna be different. This is gonna be horror, a mix of the two. I'm curious the vibe about this game. It looks really, really cool. I can't wait to play that. I know I went to Finland last year to check out Firebreak, which was the game was okay. It was all right, but I think this is it right here for them. I know they've been working on multiple projects, Max Payne remake, this game, and another project.
Well,
we'll see.
Like you said, I hope they're able to rebound from that successfully, right? And get back to what they're good at, which is just single player experiences. And my understanding is it is a sequel to Control.
It's a sequel. It's about the brother from the character. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So like you, I actually have this as well on my list as well of anticipated games, and I'm interested. I'll
tell you this. I'll tell you this. If I highly recommend to play the latest DLC from Alan Wake 2. It gives you a glimpse of what's
more lore
next.
into the whole universe.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Go ahead, Parris.
Planet of Lana 2.
Ooh,
I don't know
very
if
curious about that
one
game.
of you played the first one, but I absolutely adored the first game. It is essentially a side-scrolling environmental puzzler. The artwork in it, the music, I'm talking about the first game, is just amazing. And again, I was lucky enough at Gamescom. I got to sit down with the creative director, and he ran me through a demo, about a 45-minute hour demo of Planet of Lana 2, and they're just improving on everything. I mean, more unique environmental puzzles, different creatures you can take over, the music again, the artwork, continuing that story that started in Planet of Lana. Yeah, I can't wait for it. They did say 2026, obviously, but I believe it is, first half of the year 2026. Frankly enough, it is on Game Pass too. So it's like I said, I love that first game. So again, this is one I highly recommend people go check out if you get the chance.
I'm going to steal a little bit of Parris' thunder because I don't care. You said it. You said the name of this game at the onset of the show. Replaced. Sad Cat Studios. All the delays they've had to do, including moving their entire dev studio out to Cyprus, I believe. First announced in 2021. Super hyped. Supposed to be released back in 22. It's going to be, I think it's released on my cousin's birthday and everything, March 12th. I'm looking forward to it. It's like an 8-bit cyberpunk game, and who wouldn't like that, right? So I'm looking forward to it. That's one of my picks for most anticipated.
Yeah. We got to play that game 2 years ago at Summer Game Fest, and we haven't heard anything since.
I get to play it right now.
Well, Parris he's cool. He's very, very cool. Parris is very cool about it. No, I also want to bring up another game, and this is a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. Because look, I think this is the only Switch 2 game I think that I'm very excited about because we don't know anything that's coming out this year. Dusk Bloods, and this is from Software. This is going to be a Switch 2 exclusive. I remember being at the Nintendo Switch 2 event in New York City, and they showed this during the Direct. And the whole room, wait, what? Like everybody was like surprised if this was an exclusive. It looks very, very cool, very, very different than other games that they worked on. It has that a little bit of vibes of like Elder Ring, but I think it's gonna be very, very different than that. Yeah. So I'm very curious about it, and I want to try it out when it comes out for the Switch 2. No date announced yet. Parris?
You know, I'm going to go with Forza Horizon 6.
I was going to say that next. God damn it.
Well, then you can have it. You know what? You
It's
can
okay.
have it. You can talk
No,
about
go
it
ahead.
because-
Go ahead.
No, because the other one for me is going to be Fable. Knock on wood. That game comes out. I mean, we assume it still is because they haven't delayed it. But that's going to be huge. Again, bringing back a beloved franchise. They're going with an open world RPG setting. I know they've brought in some former CD Projekt Red devs that worked on The Witcher 3. And, you know, the little that we've seen already has me curious. I may or may not have somebody whispered in my ear about having played it and really liked it. So that got me even more excited. But yeah, this should be one of the biggest games of the year, Fable, if it indeed does come out in 2026. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah. Could this be the year for Xbox? There's so many games coming out this year. I'm like,
you know what?
They have no choice.
They have no other choice.
I mean, because I have a top 10 list, and I'm just I won't even say 1, 2, 3. I mean, I got 5 of the 10 games that I have on my list are coming from Xbox Game Studios. It should be. You're getting Halo, you're getting Gears, you're getting Fable, you're getting Forza all in the same year. Those are the flagship games. So unless one of them or a couple of them get delayed, that alone makes it a huge year for them.
And that has never happened with Xbox, releasing all those games in 1 year.
No.
And it's the perfect time to do that for the 25th anniversary. Please don't fuck up. Don't fuck it up, please. Please. Yeah. Pete, next for you?
For me, last one.
Say Forza Horizon 6. Just the last one.
It's not going to be it. Not going to be it. I'm not going to do it. Pragmata. From Capcom. So this one was first released in the PS5 reveal back, I think, in 2020. And we're finally getting to see it. You know, it's a puzzle mechanic shooter, which is a kind of a weird genre that we haven't really seen a lot of. And that's, think of like Dead Space with puzzles, right? So instead of like having to like re-angle your shots with things, you're doing it with puzzles in real time. And I thought that was a super cool, it's kind of like a hack and shoot, which is, again, like I said, it's a weird genre that kind of ticks all the little boxes for me, and I really dig it. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, Pragmata from Capcom.
I know Parris mentioned Forza Horizon 6. I'll mention it. It's fine. I'll mention it. Here's the only thing I'm worried about that game. The only thing. Look, the game is phenomenal. I love 5, 4, all of them. It's been great. The only thing that I was annoying playing Forza Horizon 5, because it takes place in Mexico, right? The only thing that I didn't like about that game is having a lot of UK radio hosts taking over the radio stations in Mexico. If you're going to do something at a different country, have it just have radio hosts from that country. It feels more real instead of like having one Mexican guy and everything is just from the UK. I don't know. It just felt kind of weird. Yeah. So I know they're going to go in Japan, the next game.
Yeah, have a Spanish host.
Yeah, what? Have like the majority of UK hosts hosting all the radio stations in Japan. It doesn't feel real. Now, graphically, gameplay, everything else is phenomenal. Honda. Exactly, right? Classic DJ from back in the days in the 90s.
Actually, it's not just it, right? You can get like Kintaro, right? That's a DMC, winning DJ. Mm-hmm. But yeah, 100% agree with you. Although, how do they do it without losing the genuineness, but not being a meme and stereotyping the Asian language? Much in the same way they could have done it with the Spanish language. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on the Asian language. How do you do it without sounding stereotypical or like a meme?
Agreed.
Well, I think this is and I think this is also part of the reason why they debuted it at the Tokyo Game Show. This is their opportunity to truly have this game embrace Japanese culture. So you get Japanese artists involved into this, and you do authentic. And again, I'm sure the licensing and all that's going to be all off the chart. So like DJ Honda trying to get him to do stuff, that'd be crazy. But I think they have a chance here. I mean, to truly embrace Japanese culture, embrace, obviously all the environments that you're going to be racing through in Japan and all of that. Honestly, this should probably be the highest selling game for Xbox in 2026 because. I mean, think about it. Look at the popularity of 5. If you think about this current generation, Forza Horizon 5 has been the biggest title for Xbox in this generation. So the anticipation for 6 should be off the charts. I know it's not going to be on PlayStation all that right away, but eventually it's going to be on PlayStation. We know it'll be on Xbox and PC day one. But I think when the dust settles, Forza Horizon 6 is probably, this might sound crazy, but this is probably a top 5 selling game overall in 2026. That would be my guess.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think every other game is going to be the same as Forza Horizon 6, where it will be Xbox and PC, and then months later it will be on PlayStation?
No.
Or you think they can have one at least that's coming out all at the same time?
No. I mean, let's just rip the Band-Aid. Games that don't show up on PlayStation day one is just development time. That's the only reason. If it can be on PlayStation day one, it is going to be on PlayStation. Mm-hmm. So I think you will see cases like Doom: The Dark Ages, right? Where it's day one everywhere. Whereas a smaller studio like Compulsion didn't have the resources to get South of Midnight on Switch and PlayStation day one. So now it's coming this year. Yeah. And like the fact that they told you up front that it's coming to PlayStation later, it's just time and resources. That's it, really. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play the Switch 2 version once it comes out to try test it out of South of Midnight.
Yeah. I mean, it should be perfectly fine on there. It actually should be a pretty fun experience on Switch too.
Yeah. But let's mention one more game. Parris, you want to go ahead? Your turn.
I'm looking at my list here of everything that we talked about. Mm-hmm. I think we damn near covered everything on my top 10. I'm trying to think out of the box really quick of something. You know what? I'm going to mention it because I think it's going to be a very important game in 2026. Modern Warfare 4. We've obviously seen with Black Ops 7 and the pushback on that, so much so that, you know, they've announced that they are no longer going to do back-to-back Black Ops or Modern Warfare games moving forward. It has been long rumored that this Modern Warfare that's about to come out is going to be a big one. Like, this is them pushing the chips all in. So I'm very curious to see what this is going to look like and, you know, how good it's going to be. Again, it's Call of Duty. It's going to be one of the biggest games of the year regardless, right? But I'm hoping this is a return to form for Modern Warfare. So I'll say that.
Who's doing the dev on that?
Pretty sure it's Infinity Ward.
Infinity Ward, right? Yeah.
And set in North and South Korea.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting politically, right?
Okay. Anything else, Pete? Any other game? I have one more game I think nobody has mentioned yet, but
if you don't mention it, I'm going to mention it, Danny. But yeah, go ahead.
You don't even know what else I'm going to mention.
I just said if you don't, I got. Okay.
Oh, you got one? Okay, it's all good. Okay, it's all good.
Just because I think this title needs a PR facelift, Halo Campaign Evolved in general, right? I know it's a remake, and typically I am not a big remake person, but considering all the bad flack that Halo has gotten over the last few years, I'm curious. I want to see what it's going to look like. Plus, I want to see what PlayStation Nation is going to be all about, with finally getting to play a fully fledged out next, maybe gen adjacent graphics and looks and feel.
Yeah, the thing that we got to play at Parris and I. We had it for like a couple of days, I think.
Right.
What was up with your look, Parris? it's out there. We played it. Jesus. No. Anyways, the part that I'm very excited about this game is
runs right by you.
I want to play the 2 new levels that they created for this game. I can't wait to try that out to see how it connects with the original game. What, you mean 3? Sorry, 3 new levels. I think it was 2. You sure?
Since
3?
you want to put my name into it, get it right.
Wow! What the heck is your problem? Jeez.
You.
Anyway, there's one game that we haven't mentioned that I'm excited about and also curious, and that's Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight. I'm excited to play it. I played. Was it an older Batman and Robin game? I believe on Lego. That was like a long time. I think 360 era, and that was a lot of fun. I know there's some Star Wars games, Harry Potter games that came out, but I think that one was like really, really fun to play, especially with family and everything, you know. So, but yeah, this one looks pretty cool, man. I can't wait to try it out. Can't wait to try that out, man.
So I want to piggyback off of what Pete was just saying. Another game that you know is going to need some tender loving and care is from a PR standpoint. Marathon from Bungie. We obviously don't need to recap everything that's going along with it, but it is coming out. I think they said March. They haven't said the exact day, but it's March that's coming out. We know it's an extraction shooter. I was not impressed with the closed alpha that became a public alpha, so I'm willing to give this a chance. I'm just put it that way. I'm gonna go in with an open mind. I want to play it. I want to see what they've updated, what they changed. Obviously, if you played Arc Raiders, it just ate its lunch last year. So now that this is coming out in March, let's see what Bungie has. Let's see what it is. Like I said, gonna go in with an open mind on that. And then one other game I wanted to also mention was Resident Evil Requiem. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge when it come out. I got to play it I actually got hands on at Gamescom. We saw it at Summer Game Fest, but I got hands on at Gamescom. Oh yeah, I mean that, and I'm not even a Resident Evil guy, and it signed me up. It was really good. So looking forward to that.
Yeah. That game is gonna be tight. It's gonna be dope. Yep. And I love that you can also change first person, third person if you want. Ooh, it looks dark. Can't wait for that. All right, so next topic. We're going to talk about, and shout out to the team over there, XREAL. I know they sent us these glasses, the XREAL 1S. I believe that they're going to talk about it today, right? During CES.
It's already been announced now. It's been announced. Yeah. Specs, all that stuff is out now.
So here's the glasses. Here's the glasses here, and right here is the XREAL 1S, and it has the Bose speakers. You can't see it, but it's around here at the bottom. This is pretty dope. Let me tell you, I've been using this. We got this like early November. I think like the first week of November or so. I got this. I took this to Dominican Republic. This was great on the plane. Great playing it over there too. Like at the outside of the pool, and I tried to take it at the beach, but I just wanted to enjoy the moment, you know. So I put everything away. But this is Pete. This is legit, bro. Like I got to play a lot of Black Ops 7 with this. I played a couple other games, Returnal, I have my Xbox Ally X connected to this. I haven't tried the Switch 2. I haven't tried it because I was just playing Ally X the whole time. But I also connected my phone because if I wanted to watch like a movie or something, you know, I'll put the screen big. There is a new feature there too that you could try out. Is it the 3D one, Parris? Is it 3D or this feature in there? I think, yeah. Well, there's a couple.
Okay, I was trying to let you talk. So now you bring me. Yes, there is 2D to 3D conversion in this. Yeah. And I am on these glasses right now, watching the Twitch stream, watching us talk about this, which is freaking weird. But
can you see this?
But no, you are correct. There's 2D to 3D conversion in this, which works very well. You know, just to be upfront about it, I was happily surprised with how well it works. But I love that this has just transformed the way that I connect to any gaming handheld, as well as like I'm on my iPhone right now, and you can pull up any content on this, and you're watching it on like this big screen experience. And with it goes up to 1200p, so it's like damn near like a 4K experience. The brightness, I believe, goes all the way up to 600 nits as well. Let me take this off. All right. Whoops.
Look at you turn off your mic. Yeah, I heard it too. My headphones off.
Yeah. No, I'm still here. But no, I love these things. And then this is the XREAL Neo as well. This is, see if I get that right into focus. This is like it doubles as a dock and as almost like a battery pack. Now the XREAL glasses themselves, you can plug this into a Steam Deck, you can plug it into the Xbox Ally X, a phone, whatever. You don't need like an additional power supply or whatever. But like this Neo allows you to also play with the Switch 2 as well. And like I said, it can supplement as like a secondary battery source as well for that device when you plug it into this. Like I said, it's great. I'll say this about the Switch 2. This is mandatory for the Switch 2. And the only thing that I don't like is because it treats it like the Switch 2 is docked, the Joy-Cons connected to the Switch 2 won't work. You'll have to take them off, or you'll have to use like a secondary controller to be able to play. Whereas if you're on the Steam Deck or like the Xbox Ally X, you can just play with the controllers natively however you want. Plus, you don't need this Neo pack when you're on like the Steam Deck or like I said, the Xbox Ally X or whatever, or on the iPhone as well. But the video quality is really, really good. And like you said, the speaker that is on these actual glasses works pretty freaking well.
It
I mean, I liked it.
amazing.
I typically will just put in my AirPods or whatever, and I get the audio from there. And this has the blackout mode, so you can reduce all the external lighting that's around you, so you can get like this theater experience with it. The screen itself is adjustable. Like I said, you can have like a 100-foot screen up on this thing at like 1200p. I was watching stuff like Infinity War or whatever off of my phone, and it was like a 4K experience, and you can convert it to 3D, and it looked pretty good. It looked really, really good. I believe they're selling the XREAL 1S's. They're coming out. So I'm looking right now for $449. You can buy these glasses, and it's also, instead of 16:9, it's all the way up to 16:10 as far as the viewing experience on this. Like I said, it's USB-C. So like I said, this plugs in directly into any USB-C device. And like I said, you can game with it. You can watch movies on it. And here's the other thing. You guys know I have the Vision Pro because I'm an idiot and spend all the money on it. I would take the Vision Pro with me on the plane, on the go or whatever, so I could watch like this. This does it damn near just as well. And you don't need a big bulky VR headset. Right. You can literally take these glasses with you on a plane, plug them in, boom. You're in this AR VR / experience. So it's pretty cool. So I again want to thank XREAL for sending these over. And like you said, Danny, we've had these for a few weeks now. So we've really been able to test them out on various devices. And like I said, it works. It is pretty much a plug and play experience.
Yeah, and it's super easy to update too. You just connect the glasses to the computer, the PC, and go to the website there to make the firmware update, and it will pick it up. And then you could also do the same thing with the Neo. Connect it there, and it will update it by itself right there, man. So that's a good question here, Parris. This question is from Arctic. How does it work with those with prescription glasses? Look, I'm one of them.
Why don't you answer it? Because I don't have prescription glasses.
I'm about to answer the question. Goddammit, I'm one of them because I'm having issues with text and so on, right? So for me, what I was doing is you can increase the size of the screen. If you feel like it's too much for you, you could also put the screen further away until it's right. So that's how I use it. I don't know if it's the same thing for you, Parris, because I know you also been testing this out.
But do you put them on top of your glasses, or
no,
you would have to take off your glasses? I guess that's more of the question, right?
Yeah. Well, for me, what I do is I use the settings from the glasses and set it up in a way where I could see it better visually. So that's how I did it. I never put up glasses over it. I've never done that at all. Because I know people are going to be asking those questions, But Parris, do you do the same thing? Do you change the settings? Do you wear glasses over glasses, like for you? Because I don't do that.
No, I don't wear any glasses. I just, like I did just now, I just put them on natively. And yeah, like you said, you can toggle the screen size. There's that option to where as my head moves, the screen can move with you. You can make it static or whatever. Those are really about the only settings I ever mess with. And
it's super easy. It's not complicated at all.
It's just literally just clicking. There's buttons on the side. You just click.
So there's a red button right here. I know you can see it right here. When you click it, it'll give you multiple options where you could do the size. It will also do that where Parris says to follow or will stay there. You could also do the volume of it too, because let me tell you, these speakers, loud. It's very, very loud. So you could, lower it down, the brightness, all of it. And also, Parris, I know you mentioned that when you watch the screen, there's going to be like a black graphic in the background where you won't see anything that is going to interfere with you watching a video or playing a video game. So what I did, I was outside in Dominican Republic by the pool, and the sun was out, and it was bright.
He
bright.
was at the Dominican Republic, of course. What was that?
Punta Cana, right in December. Chilling, getting a tan, had these on, and I was playing some Black Ops 7. I didn't see anything in the background. It was just a game. Like it was very comfortable, and I was still getting a tan. I'm still getting a tan. No, but honestly, look, I don't recommend products like this. Like this was for me a very amazing experience using this on the plane and other places on the go. Because I know you mentioned the Provision for the Apple. Wait, what's that?
The Vision Pro.
The Vision Pro. Sorry, I don't have it.
What is he talking about?
The Vision Pro. But anyways, that to me is too bulky. It's like too big. Like this was easy to carry, take around and go into place and everything. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, that's the other thing, and to add on to that, the other thing about this, because you could plug it into a laptop as well and basically make it a display, so you can be productive on this too, and you could have like big screen and instead of looking like at your laptop screen as well. Like I said before, the brightness on this goes up to 600 nit, so and then it'll convert up to 1200p, so you're like getting this full HD experience using that. And again, to your point, this replaces trying to use like a MetaQuest 3 or Apple Vision Pro or any kind of bulky headset. If you just want an experience you just want a big screen experience for whatever you're interacting with, if you're playing a game, watching a movie, or like I said, being productive, like I said, on a laptop screen. And the crazy thing about the 1S, this is the base model. This is an update for the base model of the XREAL glasses. There's like a pro version as well, which, does even more things, which, hey, maybe we'll have to check that out too and talk about it. But I'm impressed with this just being the base model. This does pretty much everything I would want it to do. And like I said, this makes taking that AR experience on the go very easy and simple, just for the fact alone that other than the Switch 2, you don't need that XREAL Neo dock. Plug it right into your phone, plug it right into your laptop, whatever handheld device that you have, and it just works. You don't need an external power supply for it to work. It'll literally obviously power off of the device that you're plugging in. And it's good. And like you were mentioning, Danny, you put in that blackout mode, you take everything out for your surroundings from around you. You can focus directly on that big screen experience that's in front of you. It's really cool.
Danny,
I really like them.
I have a quick question for you, Danny, because I know like 2 years ago, like you were panning hard on the upspec gaming screen, right? The monitor box for like your Xbox that you could throw in like your Series S.
X screen, I believe. Is it
yeah,
X-screen?
the upspec X screen. I'm assuming because of the form factor, this isn't something designed for that, where you can just plug this into like, because the Xbox, neither the Xbox nor the PlayStation 5 has a USB-C out for that. I'm curious. It's designed for handhelds only. I'm just curious. Could I put like an adapter and we can answer this offline or whatever.
Sure.
Can you take like an HDMI to USB-C adapter and plug that into your PlayStation and or Xbox and then be able to see it on your screen glasses?
It is possible. I haven't tried out yet. I only tried out my laptop, phone, and Xbox Ally X. But I think there is a way to do that, though, Pete. I think there's a way to do that, Because that would be super dope. Like, especially for somebody like you who you would used to travel with the X screen. Now you got a daughter, so you travel with stuff for your daughter. But as our travel requirements get smaller and smaller, right? I'm curious, is this something that would be able to replace an X screen or like a Depkey portable display?
Yes.
For people. Parris said yes.
Yes, I'm literally doing it right now.
No, but that's on your handheld. I'm talking about like on your console, like on your PlayStation. If you had an adapter that went from HDMI to USB 5 and then you plugged in the cable for the glasses, would that work? I don't know if you have an adapter for it or if it's powered enough to support all that.
I've honestly not tried. I would imagine if you had an HDMI to USB thing, at minimum, you could probably use this Neo dock to do the conversion for you, similar to the Switch.
HDMI to USB-C. That's why I was thinking about it, right? Because that becomes like well, damn, I could essentially bring that on the plane as opposed to having to bring the whole X screen thing and plug in. Then power becomes an issue. But yeah.
I mean, you have the Steam Deck.
It's funny. I have Hades 2 up right now on this, and as you can see,
the screen's off.
The screen's off. I'm looking at it, through the glasses. So that's how this works as far as the handheld goes. So it's not like you're getting this dual screen experience when you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's really dope.
It's good to know.
It's really, really dope. Yeah. Anything else, Pete? Any other questions? Or you're good?
No. That's it. That's it for the what is it? XREAL 1.
Yes. 1S.
Yep. Yep. Now, I just want to say, everyone, first of all, thanks to XREAL for sending these glasses for us to try it out during the holidays, man. It was really, really cool, man. Highly recommend
One Pro
it.
to Switzerland.
Yeah, we should talk to them about you.
Send the One Pros to Switzerland.
Yeah,
I want to test
talk to them. Yeah. No, I just want to say, to end the show on a sad note, we lost a couple people that we know, friends, the past, the past couple of weeks, man.
It's been brutal.
It's been brutal, man. Rest in peace to Lamar Wilson, Vince Appella, and also Albert Pinello. Albert Pinello, we found out this 48 hours ago, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's just sad, like how all this happened right during the holidays, man. But like I always tell the people, man, like life is short, man. You gotta enjoy those moments with your friends and family, and just I don't know. It's just it's really, really sad hearing about this. So I know we had Albert Pinello and also Vince Appella on our show a couple times. With Vince, I saw Vince at the Game Awards. I saw him there, and also we had him. The last time we had him on an interview, it was for Timefall 2? I believe it was for Timefall 2, and also we had him for the first time when right before Timefall was coming out. He was super excited, And during Battlefield 6, we saw him at the event, and he was like super excited to talk to us about the game, man. And with Albert, I think the last conversation we had with him, because I saw the clip, we were talking about Voltron, and
2017.
He was super, like, he is super cool about, like, very excited about talking about like 80s cartoons and stuff like that. It was really cool to talk to him, man. So, but yeah, shout out to my condolences sent to all his friends and family. And everybody at Xbox too, man. I saw a post from Larry, Herb, and a couple Peter Moore, a couple other friends that we know. So, and that's about it. Just want to say to P and Parris, I know we joke around and all this stuff here and there with the show, but I got lots of love for you guys, man. I just want to say thank you for being there, still recording, still having fun with you guys, doing this together. And hopefully one day Parris could buy me a gaming PC as a thank you.
And not at these prices. Are you kidding me?
Not with the way memory prices are going?
I'm going to have to take out a third mortgage just to get a stick of RAM. This is insane. I do want to say a couple things about what you were just talking about. Rest in peace, Vince Appella. Like I said, the last time I saw him was at the Battlefield 6 event. Like, I think you had even posted that picture, you or Khalif, like where he came over and he was just sitting down talking to us, want to know what we thought about the game, all that stuff. But just through the years with him, the crazy, off the record conversations that we were able to have with him was always great. He always just came off as genuine about genuinely caring about the games that he was making and wanting the best for him. But yeah, just very sad that happened. But I'll be honest with you, man. The one that hit me the most was Lamar, because I would always see him. Like, if I ever went to like basically any LA event, tech event, I would go to, like, even if it wasn't gaming, like Surface events or whatever, he was always there all the time. And ironically enough, because I had even messaged him and told him, Aaron Greenberg was the one that formally introduced me to him some years back. And he was like, I think you should meet, blah, 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 the whole thing. And every time we would get a chance to talk, we'd always talk about life, the family, like all these things that were non-gaming or tech related, right? So even the last time I saw him we were picking up the review units for the Xbox Ally X, and it was the same thing. It wasn't about the device. It was about, hey, how's life going? How's things treating you? All that. So when it came out, he passed away, kind of effed me up a little bit, because we're a similar age, and just thinking everything that was surrounding his passing, it just makes you to what you were just saying, Danny. It's like, obviously, you know, we joke around and all that kind of stuff, but we're family at this point, man. It's not even about this gaming stuff or whatever. Even if we weren't doing Gamertag Radio, we're still going to be in each other's lives as much as we can be, and make sure that, you know, we're checking up on each other and, you know, the family, all that stuff. And even Albert, man, I had told you this on the phone because it's not something that was public consumption that people needed to know. You know, we'd had those conversations over the years with Albert on Gamertag Radio and all that. And going back to when I was doing the Xbox Showcase stuff, him and I had grabbed lunch together. Like, he had messaged me, wanted to meet up. And the conversations wasn't even about Xbox, or at the time he was at Amazon and all that. It's about life and what he was passionate about. Like, he, obviously, you know, he's been into like the mighty, like what Larry just posted, Mighty Orboz, Voltron, Transformers, all that stuff, like the huge collection that he had, how proud he was of that, and the nostalgia of it. We're talking about that, obviously his family, the kid, you know, like all these things. And to see that he passed, and we didn't even, like, obviously it's not like we were like super close with Albert, but to know that he was going through, like, cancer sucks, man. And, you know, he's leaving behind a family, and it just, I don't know, man. It's like we're at that age to where this stuff hits a lot harder than you think, even people that you may not be super close with, because you just realize how precious life is, I think, right? And how much, you need to tell the people that are in your life how much they matter to you and they care and all that. So, I don't know. It's just terrible news to see all of those three just back to back to back the way it is. It just, like I said, it puts all the stuff into perspective. And I'll say this without being too preachy. It's why you need to ignore all the online nonsense that goes on, because none of that shit is real. You know, focus on the people that are important in your life, and make sure they know how important they are.
100%. Agreed. 100%. Anything from your side, Pete, before we wrap it up?
No. Again, those three are big losses. I didn't know Lamar personally, so I know you guys did, so that's a loss is still a loss. But yeah, especially Albert, I think for me was the one that hit. Vince as well, just because of the history with Infinity War and everything else. But yeah, the loss of Albert was the one that hit me. It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, everyone, thank you for watching. Brand new episode here at Gamertag Radio, and we'll be back later this week. Probably going to talk about some CES stuff. We'll see. Maybe. Just stay tuned. But yeah, I'm also working some stuff for the rest of the year.
What? Just say it.
I'm not going to say it. Why?
Stop being cryptic. Why you always got secrets? Why can't you just say, hey, I'm doing this? I'm
not going to tell you. You didn't even know.
I know. That's why I have an issue with it. Why don't I know? Y'all
Pete doesn't know. Nobody knows.
Pete off in the freaking Poconos. He don't know nothing.
Yeah, I got some stuff. Just stay tuned. All right, everyone. We're out. Until next time. Take care. Bye.